filming. I should have made this video when the incident or incidences actually happened. But this video is just gonna be like a restatement of what I made in the Trayvon Martin video, which is fuck Eric Garner and fuck Michael Brown. Now, when I say that, I mean, you know, you got all these people out here acting like or pretending like they outraged. They not. Come on now. Over the death of Eric Garner, you got these people, or Michael Brown, you got these people rioting and looting. And what they had a video of these niggas breaking into Walgreens or breaking into a gas station and stealing a rack of chips. A rack of chips gonna make you feel better? You gonna go home and be like, yeah, man, that's revenge, dog. Like, come on, man. Realistically, like I said in all my other videos, when you got sites like World Star and Gossip, and you got black people filming other black people being beat, hit with shovels, or even that one video where homeboy was being stabbed, you know, damn near to death. I don't even know if he made it out that alive, and the homeboy is just recording and telling him, stop that, bro, stop that. And he's stabbing the shit out the nigga. You know, when you got videos like that, and then you got the nerve to sit up there and be outraged about Eric Garner and Michael Brown and anything that happens to black people, you know what I mean? You full of shit. Because we promote this type of behavior on ourselves, but it's a problem when the police do it. But you ain't gonna do shit to the police. You got all these hood movies where if somebody kills somebody's cousin, you got motherfuckers that'll spin the block and go hit their house up. So if it was another black man that choked out Eric Garner, motherfuckers be looking trying to kill that nigga. But then when they found out it was the police, now they want to protest and march and all this other shit like that. Which, if it didn't work in 1968, if it didn't work in 1963, it ain't gonna work now. You know what I mean? The only time y'all got a response is like the Watts riots, or, you know, the Chicago riots, and, you know, all the shit like that, the 1992 riots and all the other stuff like that. Then that's when motherfuckers, you know, it's crazy. It's that they tell you to be nonviolent, but the only time you get a response is when you become violent. You know, it's kind of like, okay, like you got those protesters protesting, and then the police ended up shooting unarmed people and hosing them down and seeking dogs on them. See, the police ended up being violent towards nonviolent people. But then when the Crips and Bloods and all the other shit like that started coming out and they became violent, the police stayed the fuck away. They ain't come up in there with them guns and none of that shit after motherfuckers knew they was willing to kill them. You know? So, but, you know, not to get off the topic, but back to the topic, you motherfuckers don't give a shit about no Eric Garner. Y'all don't give a shit about no Michael Brown. Y'all don't give a shit. The number one hater of black people is black people. Y'all use these situations as an excuse to do shit. And then y'all go up there and y'all loot Walgreens and the gas station for beer and cigarettes and motherfucking chips, screaming out Michael Brown, Eric Garner. When in actuality, you ain't even know these motherfuckers. You don't give a fuck. And as long as you got sites like World Star up, where you got black people filming other black people twerking, getting high, shooting up, killing each other, stabbing each other, shooting at each other's houses and shit like that, why ain't nobody protesting that shit? Why ain't nobody protesting motherfuckers getting knocked out on camera? And they all up in the bitch, World Star, and they all up in that bitch. But now you want to care if Eric Garner get choked out? Nah, man, fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck that. Y'all don't give a fuck about them niggas. Y'all don't give a fuck. Stop playing. Stop playing. Y'all can say whatever y'all want to about me. Fuck that. I'm telling the truth. Y'all don't give a fuck. I remember when Trayvon Martin died, they had these flyers talking something in memory of Trayvon Martin, and it was flyers for the club and shit like that. Half off to get in the club and all this other shit like that. Motherfuckers use this nigga's death to get free promotion to get in the club, because they're using your own ignorance against you. You ain't even stood back and looked at the whole Michael Brown situation before you started screaming. And then on top of that, what didn't Eric Garner get killed on camera? The motherfucker filming didn't do shit. Now they had a video, well, over there in Britain, of a black man getting harassed by these two cops, and a white man jumps in and stops them from kicking him in the face. You know what I mean? That's the type of shit I want to see. Like fuck that. The white man knew he was against all odds, so he said, fuck it. This ain't right. I'm jumping in. But you had the nigga filming the motherfucker getting killed, just sitting up there filming it. Yo, bro, that ain't right, man. That ain't right. You know what else ain't right, motherfuckers? Sharkeisha ain't right. Motherfuckers on the vines ain't right. Motherfuckers getting knocked out in the street ain't right. Motherfuckers getting hit. What happened? It was that video where the chick got hit in the head with a tire iron. She had a stroke on the ground, and ain't nobody do shit. They ain't even call the cops. So fuck all that shit, man. Don't give me this Eric Garner and what we need to do in the black community. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. You ever seen that movie? It's on Netflix. Spies of Mississippi, where they were, where during the civil rights movement, the government hired other black people to intervene in the civil rights movement. The government hired other black people to drop dime on who was the leaders, and all the leaders ended up getting popped off. Martin Luther King, Huey Newton, Malcolm X, Medgar Evers, all that shit. And you know who gave them the names? Other black folk. Watch the movie Mississippi Spies. So I ain't trying to hear that shit, man. I ain't trying to hear that. The number one traitors of black people is black people. You know why we the least respected race? Is because we quick to slit our own throats. That's it. That's it. Watch that documentary Crips and Bloods, where they was talking about it went from the police killing black people to black people killing black people. And then they sit up there and say that, you know, the government made us hate ourselves so much that we wanted to kill ourselves. So we would kill anybody that looked like us. So I ain't trying to hear no Eric Garner mess. I ain't trying to hear no Trayvon Martin, no Troy Davis, no none of that, no Sean Bell, no none of that, because you motherfuckers sat up there with the camera and let them do the shit. That's all I got to say.